Hello guys and welcome back to KarneeKarnay Plays Colombia Hearts of Darkness. So, without further ado, let's just carry on. I'm not sure what part this is now. Not really paying too much attention. We were just trying to rack up, start building an industry, you know, get some of that. We got pretty much maxed out everything useful culture-wise, so we're getting that sweet literacy up. We're getting that sweet RP, that is fantastic, and we are just rolling on through. So we've got the second army over there, we've got another army doing stuff. Some more prestige, just give me some of that prestige. Look, ninth place. Damn, that feels good. Feels fantastic, that's what I'm telling you guys. So, this game's going to be interesting from a perspective that I can watch other people. And, oh, okay, so we have a chance to get something really nice. Both of these events will give me something. Acceptable minimum wage, acceptable pension. What do I want more? Well, minimum wage would have my industry, but then again, I don't have an industry, so that doesn't really count too much. How much would a pension do? Pension level plus 5%, 1.48 my population on this. I'm tempted to target minimum wage, because if they really want another reform, this will sort of further them in that area. Plus it doesn't cost me anything, and increases the amount of people who want to live in my country. So look, hey! See, that's what you want. You want to be encouraging reforms, and it's just very difficult to do with a very small population like this. Ways to encourage sort of social and liberal reforms is to do what I did essentially with Sokoto, like declare war on them, but then like don't do anything about it. Like, that's the sort of shenanigans you have to pull. Wine production's up. That's good because I don't have any wine. And liberals. Anything, you know, I would do something better now. So yeah, we're just letting things tick along. You know, I can't really like cause any damage. I mean, I've got a fairly good army for attacking uncivs, but nothing much beyond that. What are they looking like? The problem is the British have got them sphered. Well, it was so close to being sphered, it doesn't really matter. I suppose I could start going after some of the Middle East again. The Ottomans, what are they looking? Looking tasty as usual. I could go for some of the Ottomans. Can't go here, I think. I think the Brits will have too much of an influence sway. Oh, they don't. Okay, that's cool. So who's the GPs right now? Just recount that. Oh yeah, there's a civil war. There is a great war going on, where the Ottomans and... Is it just the Ottomans and the Germans versus the UK and allies? Yeah, I think it is. They're kicking ass. Kicking all types of ass. Damn it, sometimes that does that. I know Great Russia's in this war. War? They're in this war. What are you talking about? They're in the war as well. And yeah, they're kicking all types of ass. This is crazy, yeah? Oh, and the Austrians. Damn! It's looking pretty good for them, pretty tasty. They're going to eat up this whole, they're going to liberate the whole of Belarus and probably cause massive amounts of damage to Russia in the future. I tend to find that Russia, more than any other nation, except mainly China, maybe China, has a tendency to just be gobbled up completely. And that's not worth it for me. Like, not gobbled up completely, it's just they have a tendency to, if they take really big losses, it hurts them more than anyone else because their manpower pool, while huge, they'll ramp up war exhaustion like crazy, taking those huge losses, and most of the time they don't really have the literacy level or research to make up for that. So we're definitely seeing the creation of the pan-Asian sphere of just dominance coming here. Like this is actually the first time I think I've seen the Ottomans, China, Russia, and Japan all GPs at the same time. This is essentially East v West, and I'm really keen to see how things go for them. How are things doing over here? It's pretty good. We're kind of solid. We don't really want to build anything else. There's nothing worth building for us. Tax efficiency is up. Happy days. So what we're going to do now, we could probably do some more stuff industry-wise, start building more, try and rush a better navy. I kind of feel like the need to sort of continue expanding my industry, so we're going to go take the time to build some steel roads. Try and encourage people to actually build roads in this goddamn country. It's actually hilarious annoying. I'm pretty sure I could actually build every single road on pretty much all these provinces now. But yeah, look, I have the money and I could do it. But because I have no capitalists and I've got the damn liberals in charge. Oh, damn liberals. Bane of my existence. Them and Sokoto. I feel like I should just play a game as Sokoto just to see how well I could do as them. Because right now they're doing pretty well for themselves. Like, they remember the Ottoman sphere. No one's probably going to attack them for fear of knocking out the Ottomans' door, and the Ottomans are certainly not going to. Certainly no pushover right now by the looks of things. So yeah, no. I think it's very much doable. I saw there is an AR of a guy doing a world conquest of with Sokoto. I probably already mentioned this in the previous part. He does it a lot through exploits. But really, a lot of the nations you find, you're going to have to exploit strategy very much. Like I did mine this whole run through with a particular path in mind. Like I was going to try and expand outward, build up some uncivs, and this is where it opened again. Keep that close. You know, get some more uncivs, that sort of jazz. And then I could be using them, attack and sort of just gobble up more nations. But no, it doesn't look very likely. That strategy used to work for me in the past. It doesn't work so much anymore, I think. It's a difficult one, because I've definitely seen the cons of like forcing early wars here. If you're the best possible outcome of an early war for you is to, and I'm only going to say puppet, because puppeting like works, you still doesn't really give the prestige level you want. I would say best outcome. We'll get that now. Get rid of some admin. Get some more admin efficiency, make more money. Be fantastic. Best outcome is usually along the lines of. I like Japan. Japan probably will have an idea to gobbling up my territory, so I'm going to increase relations to China. It's going to be too busy with its own crap to deal with. Well, we'll increase relations anyway. I lost my train of thought. Damn it. Sorry, guys. Someone in the comment section remind me if I don't remind myself. Oh yeah, so early wars, that's it. You don't get the same prestige from taking provinces as you would puppeting, and I think like Ecuador, fine, you can go ahead and puppet that if you really want to. Same with this, that's fine. But Republic of Venezuela, you sort of be needing to take some territory from here. Then, you know, just pounce on Peru the first chance you get. Otherwise you end this horrible situation where everyone around you is being sphered and you can't really do much about it. Like Argentina doesn't really have to care too much because it's, well, I don't know, Argentina has to kind of care, but by like this point in the game, if I was playing any other nation in South America, I'd sort of be looking on the lines of conquering, like conquered so much competition, the only nations left would be sphered, and that would make sense, but I'd be too big by that point to, I'd be so big at that point it wouldn't really matter to me. Nothing's going hazy. Damn. State capitalism. I'm just gonna, I like liberals when I want to, you know, get more people into my population type. I don't like them in any other situation, so things have actually gone downhill for them. Crap. Russia wants to acquire cars, the Kingdom of Spain wants to acquire the Congo. So even though they're winning the war, the Ottomans are losing so badly now at this point that it's becoming difficult for them to continue on. And there you see the backlash now. This is what happens when Germany attacks Russia. 90% of the time, they'll go really, really far. Like I've seen Germany like take all of this, but then the Russians will just counterattack with monumental doom stacks, and there's nothing they can do about it. Which, you know, it makes kind of sense. You don't attack Russia and push yourself that far. You attack Russia. Look, it's the general rule which I will apply for taking China and for attacking Russia. You don't attack Russia beyond where you need to, then you just sit there and defend. Because if you just sit there and defend, the Russians will just give you the war score. Because you'll just have, I'm assuming by this point you have much better prestige and everything else, so it doesn't matter. You know, you just sit there, be happy. Don't worry about a thing, cause every doomstack's gonna die to you when you have gas and machine guns. Sad but true, sad but true. So we're nearly 4% there, we've got some really good tax efficiency going on now. Got some more prestige, rank 10. Alright, we've sort of gone downhill prestige-wise, but that's more because of the battles that are being fought. Battles are great for getting prestige. Let's just leave it at that. In other news, I've been playing another game in Victoria 2. I've been using the Popular Demand mod, and I've been playing as Portugal. And my idea was sort of unite Iberia under the Portuguese flag. In that mod, you get the opportunity to do so. If either Spain or Portugal becomes a great power, Sphere's the other one, takes Gibraltar, and it's 1860, and they have national and imperialism ideas, then they can just, you know, annex the other nation, become Iberia, get all those sweet colonies with them, Mongolia, Mozambique, all of this. Feels good. You become like a real big powerhouse in your own right, which is really good because it feels like Iberia United is just a much more effective version of the Netherlands, which is great. We'll do that. Because the Netherlands, while I love them, it's just the Dutch population is so small, it becomes almost impossible to like do anything with your colonies. Like your colonies will just become, I'm going to recruit soldiers from here, ship them to Europe, and then do fighting, or you know just annex more areas around. Because you'll never really be able to turn these areas into actual states that produce stuff for you. So look at that. We now have 1 million people. A million male of age people within our society. So we're quite a chunky nation by all accounts. Like I think we're one of the biggest nations in the world now, in South America. I mean, like yeah. So look at that. There's something wrong with immigration if Argentina is that big and only has that big a population. Like it's Brazil and me have the largest populations in South America. I'm probably going to overtake Mexico towards the end of this game. It's madness. It's utterly maddening. But on the bright side, we do have sort of got a nice population growing now. I know a good chunk of them are because of our Malayan colonies, but half of the population is sort of just what we want. So I don't know. Maybe it's time to do the fabled time to build an industry. Maybe. We're going to carry on increasing our education. Education is very important in this nation. We do have people unemployed. I just realised that. Factories are being built. Yes, this is what we've been waiting for. That means, we have capitalists. Yay! They're actually going to do stuff. It's amazing. Capitalists doing stuff is the most awesome thing ever. Really, think about it. Just they'll build stuff for you, and you won't have to pay for it. It's just something about that just appeals to me. It makes me all warm and fuzzy on the inside, especially considering how big a challenge managing our money early on was. So we've got that. If we're gonna go down the route of trying to just maximize our, get industry up and going, then yeah, we're going to have to maximize our output efficiency. We need more of that. More of that in our life. I'm still surprised there are colonies here that just haven't been built yet. It's a bit odd. That'd be great for us if we ever reach GP or secondary status again. We could fill those up quite easily. Nope. Sorry, Mexico. You're going to be nothing but problems. Ooh, Commonwealth Australia's free. See, look at that. They're just going to build manpower like crazy. Oh jeez. Austrian Empire requires all core provinces. What? What? Oh my goodness, if they get that enforced, that would be crazy. So Spain's looking at just gutting the Ottoman Empire. its colonies. Russia is demanding cars. Republic of Prussia acquires Armenia, acquire Volta. Wow, so oof. I think the British have actually won this war. Well, that and everyone else who's helped out, and would the Austrians win if this was enforced? Ooh, so, okay. In this case, I don't think Austria would get all of that. I thought they'd have cores in this area, but I don't think they do. They can claim this area, but it's not cores they have. So instead, they'd probably get this from the Ottomans. And what else? Where's Volta? Volta. I don't know where Volta is. Because the British won it for some reason. Let's use this handy little search tool. Volta. Oh, it's an Ottoman colony. Oh, in that case, the Ottomans are really looking like they're going to seriously lose out in this war. The Germans are getting kind of thrown down, but in honesty, they're not going to lose that much by the looks of it. Armenia being here. Yeah, there we go. War's over. See how it goes. So that is going to be annoying. That is quite a big province of the North German Confederation. That's an annoying province to lose. I don't think anyone could stop them from taking it back, mind you. So, I mean, good luck. So look at that. Because of the prestige hit for them too, we've actually slid up pace. So, oh, it looks like the Ottomans. It looks like the Austrians didn't get the chance to enforce that. Yeah, no, the Austrians didn't get their territory by the looks of it. Intriguing. Brazil, chunky, beastly. Rank 18. I'm now ahead of you, Brazil. I suppose I'll start building units again. It seems like the thing to be done. So we've actually got some pretty sweet unit distribution around here. If we can start building units like that. So, I'll tell you what, we're going to build a... I don't really need 5 of these, so we're going to get rid of him. In return, we're going to build 1 here. And the rest are all South American, so that gives us an engineer there. That'll be great for taking forts. Over here, yeah, we're going to max out this, so let's build, we'll try and keep things nice. We'll build 2 more here. And we're going to build 1 here. And 1, 2, 3. I think I need to build 1 more horse. 1 more horse would be nice. That gives us pretty much, that's my ultimate sort of stack distribution right now. Some people like having 2 engineers. Some people like having a few more artillery pieces. I think that's pretty good for my front line and back line. It doesn't cause me harm. Actually, what, I'll build these 2 as well. Guards used to be OP. Now they're really, really solid when it comes to just general attack and defense now. Really good attack, okay defense. I've got 2 units spare, I've got 2 armies, I might as well, I see no reason not to. Who are they? Communists. I know that feeling. United States of Central America, I know that feeling. Go on down. Look at the dominant issues. Moralism is the dominant issue. Where are the moralists? So we've got 2 liberal parties are fighting for most of control, and the communists taking up, and the conservatives taking up, 2nd and 3rd place there. So we're just going to maximise. I want to really go to town on increasing. Why is everyone building these? What is the demand? How can it be that big? Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to look that in the face. If that's what the people want, I'm going to let them have it. One thing, though, that is quite annoying. I have a 1 million+ population. You know what? Only just over half of them are of my culture. So I can't use that national any more national focuses I've got. I've got like 7 Well, actually, I've got more like 5 at this point in time I could be using. That'd be great. Fantastic. So, you know, I tell you what, if I'm getting the population increase this fast, I could reasonably, if I could, like, hold on Q unites the Federal Republic from allowing the United States to walk through it. If I build up a decent enough navy and just a solid army, I could just start taking things from the rest of South America. Like, that's one of the good things about being isolated. If you just build up a decent navy and your army is competent, there's very little they can do to stop you. On that note, I'm just going to start building like, tons of these. So why the hell not? I've got money coming out of my ears at this point. It's fine. Leave that there. I'm going to need to build another unit over here. Just to pick up that one I've got going in Hawaii. And yeah, they're getting kind of swamped right now. At least El Salvador's going to probably lose to the communists. Nope. Oh. Ah, they're coming. They found it in the end. Never mind. So we'll move him there. Get that moving. Honestly, I can't tell you how much of an annoyance it is at times when you like I've done this loads of times where I've built mass amounts of the units. I just lose track of where they are. So every now and again, I'm just like, oh, I really wish I could do it with an engineer, and then lo and behold, an engineer appears, and he gets him instantly attacked by a stack of troops, which I just wasn't paying attention to. So there we have it. That's what I've been waiting for all game from this province. Oil. This is going to make me so much money. That's why you take Renault. You take, because in the next 35 years, you're going to make so much money. No, I want more liberals. No, I don't want more liberals. Why did I do that? No! Ah! I think I've gone crazy. The liberals have infected me. Somebody send help. So is that what I'm going to do? Am I going to continue... I'm going to think about... I don't know. Going nuts and wild and just building myself a badass navy. I think I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a navy. I have nothing better to do. Might as well. So we've got a badass navy. We can build 85. We have 85 naval points. If we keep expanding, one of the things about naval points is kind of confusing is you can keep expanding your ports, and if you have more ships, not only will they take up, but they'll also kind of give you more naval points. I've noticed this a few times. So yeah, communists have come. Ooh, this is another interesting one. So yeah, the Spanish, from their winnings, well, let's take a good look at Europe in a second, the rest of the world. I want to see how things are going there. So yeah, the Spanish looking quite good from their winnings. Now, yeah, here we go. What? What? Oh, okay. This is still really weird. So the Russians, who are allied with the British and Austria, are now trying to stop the French from giving Poland territories in Austrian Westglacia, which would be fine, except Westglacia is originally a Russian territory and not an Austrian. So the Russians are, we're not supporting the Austrians' right to this territory. We just don't want to make sure you support the Polish's right to that territory. And it looks like people are just going to gang up on the French, and I can see why. Like, it makes sense. All these nations allied together in the last Great War, and now France coming on and being like, yo, you best, that's my mum in the other room. You know, you best be helping us out. I'm gonna smack you, and that's generally how that conversation went down, I think. I'm making an alliance with them. No, screw them there. See, look, they don't want any of that. It's like, no, don't do this. I do not want. It's one thing I've always wondered. China. I could, I suppose. I don't want to though. I don't have that navy yet. China united versus Russia. If both of them were in a player's position, I'm not sure who would win. Because, ooh, mass amount of socialists. I can pass another reform. Yes. Woot woot. I'm going to pass that, even though no one wants it, because you know what? I want that bigger population. And that's to encourage more immigrants, and I'm growing a big population. I love it. This is great. And look, we are actually getting along alright. See, this is my big problem. We want this. Apparently, we need these. Apparently, but no one seems to be buying. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start encouraging clergy. I'm going to start encouraging. Oh, we're going to need to upgrade a few more of these. I'm going to start encouraging.